Hello and what's happening, folks? I got a very important question for you guys. Have you ever used Goo Gone to clean your workspace? Sorry, that is backwards. You guys ever used Goo Gone to clean your Resin workspace? Now, I know what you're saying. This is a household cleaner. I use this stuff on everything. To clean my stove, my ovens, just anywhere there's gunk anywhere. This stuff kind of cuts it up. So I thought to myself, you know, my workspace, I like to keep it clean, especially since I work out in the garage, and resin is everywhere. Now, resin, if you've done any resin printing, resin is a very messy sort of kind of hobby. You gotta wear your gloves, some people wear the masks, you gotta make sure you got like some slap mats down, and you gotta make sure that you're not getting resin everywhere because the stuff is not safe environmentally, quote unquote. And it's kind of hard to keep your stuff clean. But I wanted to clean out my workspace today, and I remembered that Goo Gone actually does a very good job of cleaning up grease and stuck on food and all that stuff. So I asked myself, would this be enough to get the cured resin that I have on my table, on my printers, on all sorts of stuff? Would it be enough to get it out? So I went down to the lab and I checked. So I'm going to take you guys with me downstairs, and we are going to see how well Goo Gone actually works. So let's get into this video. So here we are in my awesome lab. As you can see, this is the table where I keep all of my printers, and this table here is the one where I keep all those printers. Now, I tried this technique on the wood table, and it did a really good job. It got all the resin off. You can't really see it. I'll show you afterwards, but it came out really well. So I'm going to try it on this table here. As you can see, there's a lot of just dirt cured on resin. It makes it look gross, and I keep a clean workspace. So just to show you how much resin is probably on here. Come on. That, like, stuck to the table. That was insane. So here are the few things that you are going to need to clean this table. First and foremost, you're going to need some gloves. I personally like these Venom Steel. They're really good gloves. They're very comfortable and they do a good job and they last. You can use them more than once, and it looks like in here I have about 2 more left because these have already been used. The next thing you're going to need is a scraper tool, probably anything that came with your printer, preferably metal, because that's what you're going to need to get most of this stuff up. You're going to need a mask because the chemicals that we're using actually evaporates the resin, and my wife told me that I need to put on a mask, otherwise she will invoke the wrath of gods upon me. And last but not least, you will need Goo Gone. Now, Goo Gone gets just about everything off, and I was amazed because I started using this stuff on just other things that needed resin removal and stuff like that. So then I figured probably this in conjunction with a scraper tool is enough to get your workspace clean. So we're going to set this up, and I'm going to show you exactly how I got this pretty wood table clean, and we're going to use it on this glass table because this thing is just filthy. So let's get to it. Alright, so there's a lot of debris on this table, like over here, right there, and all that stuff. You can either clean it off or just leave it be, it doesn't really matter. But you're going to take the Goo Gone, just spray it on everything. Yeah, it comes out foamy and gross looking, but the most important thing you want to remember is that this stuff needs to sit for about 5 to 10 minutes so it can actually seep in and start removing. Like if you ever use this stuff on like your stove and you had grease and you sprayed it on there, you can actually start seeing this stuff lift up grease. This stuff is very strong. So like I said, make sure you are wearing a mask when it comes down to using this stuff. Alright, so let's let it sit for a little while and let's see what it does. Yes, it's the most annoying time in a video where I have to promote myself. I am not a famous YouTuber. I don't have thousands of followers or subscribers. I am just Will at Rogue Studios trying to make it through the day. But good news for you, I am doing a giveaway. My special holiday giveaway is going on right now, and all you have to do is go and like my Facebook page, Rogue Studios Media, link in the description. I'm giving away a brand new Elegoo Mars brand new Elegoo Mars 2 Pro. I had to say that twice. Yes, this bad boy is going to be one lucky person's Christmas gift from me to you. As you can see, I have 2 of them right back there and they work just fine. All you gotta do, go to my Facebook page, like my Facebook page, and comment on the giveaway post, I want in. And that's it. Winners will be drawn December 31st via live stream on Facebook. And yeah, that's it. See, that was painless, right? You didn't have to really do much. All right, let's get back to the video.
All right, we are ready to go. I got my tool here. Make sure you put on your mask. You might not be able to hear me because of my mask, but let's see how this works out. So that looked like it got a lot of it out. So now just take some shop towels and wipe it down and let's see what it looks like. We finish up with some regular old IPA. Look at that. That looks brand new. So this stuff actually does work. It does a good job getting out all sorts of stuff when it comes to resin printing. And of course, the number one rule about keeping doing resin printing or doing any type of work in your garage is keeping a clean workspace. Yeah, it's gonna get dirty again, but it's good practice. That's how you keep your machines running up to tip-top shape. You clean them up, make them look like new, and you have a nice workspace. So there you go. Now, my next question is, will this stuff work on an LCD screen that has resin on it?
So does Goo Gone work on actually getting resin off of a screen? Not really, no. I tried it on my Photon S because my Photon S has a messed up screen. Some of the pixels are gone, so I gotta replace it anyway. I tried it on that printer and it did not really do as well as a good job as it did with just something on the ground. But maybe it was just because I wasn't using a metal spatula. Maybe it's because I was using this little pink, this little thin plastic razor blade, and it wasn't really as effective as doing a glass. But you don't wanna use a metal spatula on your resin because you're going to start scraping off the polarizer, and you don't want to do that. So it's probably just best to actually go ahead and just get a new screen at that point. But I think I'm just going to try it out a bit later maybe and see if maybe I just wasn't doing it hard enough or doing it the right way or waiting a long time. The only thing about Goo Gone is that if you are using it on your printers to kind of clean up a lot of stuff, like I used it on my wash and cure station from Elegoo, and on the surface where you put your cleaning vat or whatever, it's like made of like a Teflon or like an aluminum or something. This stuff will actually discolor that, so you don't want to leave it on there for too long because you'll start to see discoloration going on your surface of your unit or whatever you're using on. So be careful with that. Now this thing says all surfaces. I believe it says, yeah, it says surface safe right there. And it's not really all surface safe, so just be careful with that. But all in all, I did a really good job. I mean, I'm super impressed. I got my workspace, it's cleaned up now. I rearranged it, it looks great. I can't wait to get back out there and start making stuff again for you guys. But until next time, folks, thank you guys for watching. Do hit that like and subscribe button. We are doing some fantastic stuff over on my Patreon, so if you haven't gotten a chance to go check that out, go check it out. Here's my Patreon list. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for being fellow subscribers to my Patreon. And that's going to do it for me, folks. I'm going to see you guys next time. Not really sure what kind of fun experiments I'm going to do, but I'm going to keep it interesting for you guys. So take care of yourselves and print something cool and show me. That'll be great. Catch you guys later.